Ancient Hillfort may be largest known Pictish settlement in Scotland. The findings you paint the narrative of this whole time period, says archaeologist Gordon Noble. New archaeological research suggests Hillfort in Aberdeenshire may have once housed 4,000 people, making it one of the largest ancient settlements ever found in Scotland. Radiocarbon dating indicates that the fourth, known as O Noth, also the name of the hill on which it stands, was constructed between the 5th and the 6th century. According to a University of Aberdeen statement, the settlement on the hill itself dates back to the 3rd century, meaning its early inhabitants were likely the Picts, a group of skilled farmers whose military and artistic accomplishments have been obfuscated by their lack of written records. Drawn from a combination of drone surveys, laser-generated topographical maps, and radiocarbon dating, the findings will paint the narrative of this whole time period. If each of the 800 huts identified had 4 or 5 people living in them, then that means there was a population of upward of about 4,000 people living on the hillside. The O Noth hill actually houses 2 separate forts, a stone structure perched at its very top and the lower settlements at the heart of the new research. Previously, archaeologists thought the lower fort, like its upper counterpart, was in use during the Bronze or Iron Age. Dated to between 400 and 100 BC, the stone fort at the hill's apex is surrounded by walls that were fused together with extreme heat in the process known as vitrification. This construction method has been observed in some 60 sites across Scotland. How ancient Scots generated sufficient heat to melt stone has long baffled historians, but modern experiments suggest these innovators built wood structures around the walls and set them alight, creating an oven capable of melting the stone down. If the lower settlement beneath the old fort is indeed Pictish, it will represent the largest site yet ascribed to the culture known for halting Rome's advances into ancient Scotland, only to vanish towards the end of the first millennium. The Picts are commonly associated with being warlike savages who fought off the Romans, but there was so much more to these people, and echoes of their civilization are etched in their artwork and sculptures. The potential Pictish settlement is enclosed by stone walls. Previously, researchers had identified remnants of some 100 small houses or huts within its boundaries. Now, new surveys have multiplied this number by nearly tenfold. That is, verging on urban in scale, and in the Pictish context, we have nothing else that compares to this. We had previously assumed that you need to get to around the 12th century in Scotland before settlements started to reach this size. In the statement, Bruce Mann, an archaeologist for Aberdeenshire Council, described the findings as completely unexpected, noting that the research could be key to understanding changing settlement patterns at the time. He says that it may shed light on the fate of small communities scattered across the British Isles prior to the start of the Rome's military campaign. According to Mann, the presence of a large settlement at O Noth supports the idea that the region's formerly diffuse population reorganized into a handful of larger communities in response to the threat of invasion. Noble deems the study's result mind-blowing, adding that it demonstrates just how much we will still have to learn about settlement around the time that the early kingdoms of Pictland were being consolidated. Further exploration of the site would have to wait until the pandemic restrictions are lifted. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, enable notification for more insightful videos, and also like, share, and leave a comment to let us know what you think about this video. Thank you very much for watching.